All right, here we go with Candace. So butterfly looks pretty good. What I would say is she's doing a good job of leaning forward and really reaching. The breath here is great. And then she could almost probably keep it a little bit lower and think more about shoulders forward, just a little bit more. You know, just more of a forward lift instead of the up. And just driving that chest forward with each stroke like she does in breaststroke. And that should help. The other thing is maybe pop your elbows just a little bit more to really kind of catch that water and have a really solid, strong pull. The other thing you can see is feet are kind of low here. Maybe try to bring that kick up just a little bit higher. And the knees, the feet are starting to come apart. Okay, this looks good. What I would say is maybe press back on this T just a little bit more. So from shoulder to shoulder down the spine, right in here is where we're looking. And that's going to help keep it so that you can see there's a slight curve just here, just slight. But if she were to press back on that T just a little bit more, then when she catches wide like she is here, it's going to drive that hip down and she's going to be able to have a really solid, strong, deep underwater pull. Sometimes she likes to pull this one. You can see that hand came up a little bit close to the surface. Try to keep it a little bit deeper in the water so that you actually have something to pull against. And then the other thing I'd like to see, here's the other curve, see that? So try to keep it a little bit straighter. That's because she's driving with her shoulders versus her hip. And one thing that'll help is as she pulls really deep under the water, that's where she should accelerate the catch and pull fast to her hip. And by pulling fast to her hip, that's going to help snap from this side to this side and create a much stronger, longer, and straight body rotation. Breaststroke. Okay, this looks good. What I would like to see is her really shoot out here, nice and strong. Get aggressive. Press that chest forward. What we want is we want to spend the most time as we can in a strong, fast glide and not up here, okay? So I like to say that this is almost like the branches of a tree, and our streamline is the limb, okay? The limb is going to create less drag than if I were to drag a whole branch through the water. That's going to move through the water a lot slower than a limb. So really shoot out. Drive those arms out. Squeeze those legs together fast. She's slowing down from this part to the final part. It's just not, she's not squeezing her legs as hard as she could to finish off that kick. Freestyle. She's going to go all out here for me. Okay. To slow this down, what we're going to see, what we see here is first there's a curve going on. So obviously the other hand is not out. You can't even see it. So our shoulder, this opposite shoulder is under the water. That hand is under the water somewhere. We want it out here. We want that bottom hand reaching and this shoulder over here staying out of the water or not so deep. We don't want to bury it. Then you can see that this elbow is going to be the first thing to enter in her stroke. See? Okay, so that entered first. Now, because that entered first, she didn't get the range of the reach, right? Because it's bent here. She's not going to get the reach that we're looking for. And she kind of pulls under her body. And that creates not the straightest body line, and it's really hard on her shoulders. So we need to work on here. See, she's got that high elbow, but now we just need to keep it up and bring those legs together so that we're driving with our hips and not our shoulders. And hinge that hand forward, keeping that elbow up. Bring that other hand that's already pulling back out here as a base to support you and stabilize you as you keep this elbow up high so that you can stay nice and condensed and long.